So, last time we was all together, there was a few meetings held to try and gather and group together a force to take the fight to the Doctor. After finally leaving the very suspicious Gomar, he presented you with something that might help you in battle. You then travelled to the Badlands, where Xanthi met with old friends and slightly new friend, accidental friend. There was Ash made it possible for Xanthi and Cythriel to be able to communicate, which was good. However, that meant Cythriel could understand Common, and Morticia, being Morticia, was saying things behind the scenes that Cythriel didn't quite like. You then managed to get a force put together in the Badlands, but you spread some of that due to Xanthi making contact with the Doctor, or the Doctor making contact with you guys, rather, and you laying down the threat of, we're going to stop your plans in the Badlands. So, hopefully distracting his forces while you all launch your attack. We ended with you still in the Badlands. I believe Morticia opening a portal, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll pick up. So you've just said your few goodbyes, Xanthi, to a few people, and you're all back together.
Everyone ready to go?
I think so.
Okay.
I think that is ready on my behalf too.
I guess if we're sure you're ready for this, I'm still on the fence about everything. I hope you know this.
I don't think we'll ever be ready.
I think the same.
We're just ignoring the fact that he snapped someone's neck from the other side of it. Okay, no worries.
Yeah, she will activate the portal.
Okay, and where are you portaling to?
Outside of the city. So I will probably put us within that forest that we first went through. Like, say, half an hour from town.
Okay, so in between Vexham and Scargrim, correct? Is that your plan?
Yes, but closer to the town we need to go to.
So closer to Scargrim.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to portal in. Portal opens. You guys get through, as well as Cassandra, Shriver, Cythriel, and a handful of blades get through too. Yeah, and you come to the forest. It's still that dark, swampy kind of mess it was beforehand. And you kind of like remember like why you didn't want to spend too much time in here in the first place.
Should we contact Reese then? Or Theo, whoever happens to pick up?
I think that's probably a good. So I think I'll use my sending bracelet to send Reese a message saying where we are. And if she can just grab a couple of useful magical items in town before she comes. Something that might help us against the Doctor.
Got it, useful magical items.
Consider Theo's opinion. I probably should have sent this to Theo.
Reese kind of replies just like, Why do you people make it so more difficult? Why have we got to go backwards to go forwards? Okay, I'll get magical items. Why? You got weak all of a sudden? And then message stops.
Your sister's a pain.
She certainly has a interesting way of looking at things. I just hope that she does not only bring us scrolls of fireball or something like this. Hopefully something else too.
I should probably have sent it to Theo.
Hopefully she will at least transfer the message, so Theo might be able to rein her in a little.
And I'm going to get all of you actually to roll me 2d8s, please.
2d8s.
15.
15.
2 2s for 4.
I got an
So-
8 and a 1 for 9.
9.
2 and a 3 for 5.
Okay. So, okay. 1 bang in the middle, 1 high end spectrum, 2 low end spectrum. Okay, good to know. Just make a note of it. Okay. Yeah, so while that's going on in town, you kind of have Strava, Cassandra, and Cythriel's around here. And they're kind of, Cythriel kind of just looks at you something just like, how long does comprehend language last for?
An hour.
Okay, so it's slowly fading back, so a bit more broken, just like, live home here? You bad.
Not here. Doctor lives here.
Mm.
He is the one we will defeat.
Mm.
Maybe I should open the mention because I don't think that we want to be seen. And I will put the key towards the trunk of a tree and just open the door.
As you do that, Cythriel kind of jumps, just like,
This is kind of home too?
I hate magics.
It takes some getting used to. But it is quite nice inside. See if you agree.
Yeah, so Cythriel will step inside, same as Strava and Cassandra. And Willow, obviously, I forgot to mention, but she's still with tagging along.
Feel at home.
I don't like.
Does it need more skulls or something?
Something.
Hmm.
Hearing that, Mortish will probably just make a room to be like filled with blood. Like the walls are dripping blood. The bed is made out of skulls. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you're inside. Obviously safe from the outside here. I would say a few hours pass. And then you kind of get a message just like, your slaves have your stuff. Wherever you want to think you are. Oh, grand, powerful, whatever your name is.
And she will open the door wide and see if she can find her.
Oh, yes. Roll me a perception check.
13. Witty, natural 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, they are doing their best to stay hidden, but you do manage to find them. Theo kind of looks at Reese and's like, is that supposed to be a bird? These people are very strange Xanthi hangs around with.
You gonna come in or not?
If we have to. Theo, you go first.
You need to improve your stealth skills. Like, you need to be better.
You just see like Reese just kind of look around, look up at Theo and's like, I know we talked about me not setting anything or any person on fire, but she said you was bad, so that means good? Theo's just like, I can't wait to get back to Xanthi. But yeah, they come in. And Theo kind of rushes over to you, Xanthi, kind of goes to run over for a hug, but then just takes a handshake. She meets Cassandra.
We'll pull them in after kind of reaching out for a handshake. We'll pull them in for a hug. It's good to see you again.
Yes, it has been a very long time. This one keeps growing more powerful every day.
She has improved?
She turned someone into bubbles the other day.
That could be quite effective, no? Against the right target, at least.
Maybe I should... She tried to burn them, and they turned into bubbles.
An enemy? Or a civilian? I hope not. Should I not ask?
All you need to know is we was playing cards. Reese lost. She didn't take it so well.
I see. Some issues with control, then, perhaps. We will get these sorted out with some training, but we have some other priorities for the moment.
Okay.
What did you get us?
Like I would tell you. Did you pay for these?
I asked for them.
Sorry. I'm just looking for someone who gives a shit.
I will make Reese's room an altar to Morticia. Like, with Morticia's pictures everywhere.
As Reese kind of looks around and is just like, walks over to you, Ashley, and is just like, you're new.
Sadly.
New's cool. You should probably know I'm the next future queen of this world.
So we should kill you early then.
I mean, you could try. I'm not one to brag, but I taught Morticia everything she knows.
I'm not even going to get into how that doesn't make sense.
What do you mean? She does magic, I do magic. I'm just better, so I taught her.
That's not how magic works, but okay. I guess. Nice to meet you then.
Oh, nice to meet you. And you are...
Just call me Ash.
Ah, interesting, because that's what you would be if I was to burn you.
I am half tempted to let you try.
I mean, I was told not to do it inside the house, but as this is not my house, I mean, if you're willing, I can try.
I have heard that you've been turning people into bubbles, little one.
Immediately her demeanor changes from this confident person to like this shy, like, No, basically what happened was he had an illness, and I was trying to cure it, like Morticia taught me. And apparently he was allergic to magic, and he accidentally just turned into bubbles.
I see.
Yeah, I didn't want him
let's
to.
hope that this illness is not contagious, no?
This is what I thought. I did say to Theo I should try using my magic on someone else to test it, but I heard nothing yet.
Sounds like it might be best to have some more training. Make sure that your immune system is boosted and everything.
I can volunteer again. This one I might actually enjoy.
Perhaps after we have settled things with the doctor. And all made it out on the other side.
So, who is this colourful one? Is he like your team mascot now?
He is a new friend of ours.
Did
We met him.
William just get bored?
He is no longer with us.
Oh, like he just decided to branch out.
He is dead. It is dangerous, the battles that we face. It is best not to take them lightly.
I bet it was Morticia's fault, wasn't it?
It was no one's fault, but the doctors and the machinations that he has in place. Those that choose to follow him.
Oh.
That is too.
What?
The doctor. They killed her.
No. No.
There was nothing left.
No. You're lying.
We'll pull her into a hug as well. And don't think you're escaping one of these either.
Still like shaking her head and muttering no.
revenge.
Revenge. Well, she kind of like pushes away, just like, Xanthi, not in front of Morticia.
It's okay.
So, yes, stuff. Oh, we also have a gift for you all. Theo, you might want to let him out of that hole now. He might not be able to breathe too much longer. And then Theo kind of undoes, like, it looks like a dust sheet that you would put down for paint when you paint in. As she opens it up, it's just like this black circle on this page. And then it like kind of like becomes 3D, sinks in, and then you just see this guy crawling out. So I cannot believe I did tell you to hold your breath. That seems like a you problem. Allow me to introduce you to the doctors. What did you say you do? I am Grakar. The doctor's bodyguard. How do you feel with your life choices right now? Do you think you fulfilled them to the right degree, as you not guarding any body? At least not the doctor's body now. He kind of looks at all of you, he's like, I beg you, one of you, kill me. It would be more merciful than this torture.
Were you under his control?
I do not know what you mean. Did I do what he told me to do? Yes. Was I forcefully demanded to do this? No. Would I know differently? No.
What was your reason for following his orders?
Soldiers always obey.
Not for a coin? For just
I mean,
doing what someone in a position of power says? You did not question it at all?
of course, but when you are what you are, and as long as the pay stays how it is, it's... At the end of the day, there's always another person that makes you do something you would question. I just find it a lot more easier to take out the questioning part.
Why the change of heart? Why are you telling us this?
Because I see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus the 10 people surrounding this doorway. That makes 20. I don't think I'm getting out of here alive. These two, only being two, they are quite stronger than they look. And every time I try to leave, I just got the feeling that I needed to come back here. And once I told them the big secret, I kind of don't have a job anymore.
How much was he paying you?
Normal wage plus expenses. You know, we would travel places.
Can Xanthi try and detect thoughts on him?
You can indeed. Surface level, you'll get in. I'm sure at one time one of them will give me an opening. That's where I will run. I can't go back to the doctor, but I can run. I've made enough gold. I'll start somewhere new. Someone always needs a armed guard.
Don't know if this is how detect thoughts works, but is there any thoughts that aren't his own coming from him? Any signs that maybe someone's peering through his eyes or anything along those lines?
Interesting.
Or does everything seem to be his own?
I mean, technically not how detect thoughts works. However, I will let you try an Arcana check to try and push a bit harder.
Sure. It's a 9.
A 9? There is kind of like a door in the back of his mind as you just like start to peer at surface level. Just beneath them, it's like a trapdoor. Using your disability, you've used it a couple of times, and not other people have had this kind of thing there. So maybe something a little bit untoward.
I'm just saying telepathically to the rest of the gang. I think his mind has not always been his own. I don't know if it is the best to give any information to him, at least. And indeed, perhaps keep him alive much longer.
We do have some potions of Zone of Truth from back in the day.
You have one left.
It could be useful just to gather some information, not necessarily give him information, but ask.
If we have it, might as well use it. It's good a time as any.
So I guess we'll give him a potion.
He's like trying to resist as you go over to him with this potion bottle, just like...
She will close his nose.
And eventually still tries to resist, but does eventually open his mouth too.
You said it was zone of truth. You know you have to drink it, right? It's the zone around you that people can't lie.
That's not what I understood. Okay, so I will drink it.
What you were just about to do was give possible enemy a free pass to ask us anything and we couldn't lie to them.
I will drink the potion.
God.
Yeah, just like
You
halfway.
guys really
half
aren't
full.
ready.
Okay. So yeah, the zone kind of affects like Ashlyn, you see because your eyes, like there's kind of like this glow now, it radiates from Morticia, and it starts touching each of you and the guy as well. You almost become like solid white silhouettes you can see through your eyes.
God, you guys are bright now. Long story short, anyway. Scott, your questions? Oh.
Where is the doctor?
He is at his quarters. Last time I knew, he freaked out and barricaded himself in.
Okay, nobody else is going to. Where are these quarters?
In the city of Skargrim, there's a push further in, the old town, if you will. That's where he resides now.
What sort of security does he have?
He cast everyone out, only himself.
Is there a secret way in?
No. Any guards he had and any secret ways he demolished. The main part of Skargrim now has become a fortified base. You'd have to fight your way through that to get to him.
Can you describe it to me? What it looks like on the inside?
In the inside, it's just one big mansion. Bricks and stone. A grass courtyard. 2 cages. A rocked platform that sits before the mansion entrance. And kind of a stone throne he was building last.
You said he cast everyone out. What about his prisoners?
The last thing I knew he ordered was everyone to leave him. Anyone who would have been there, I presume he would have sent away. His 2 loyalist servants that I would also protect now reside in the main town, making sure no one can get through to his old district where he resides.
Who are they?
And this is where you can see him try to fight. And he begins to start to bite down on his tongue.
Is the tech thought still up?
Yep.
Has he thought their names at all or anything?
Yeah, so his 2 most trusted ones, you don't get a name, so to speak, but you get an image in the detect thoughts. But because you've met this person previously, you know one of them being Adine. The other one, a close glance, kind of looks similar to Dimitri, almost like a spit lit image. Like for a moment, you're very concerned that it is in fact Dimitri.
Telepathically to everyone, party-wise, would say Adine, and then just to Dimitri and perhaps your brother.
You sure?
Looks similar to you, at least. I did not say to the others. I don't. It's up to you to say.
Okay, thank you.
Any weaknesses?
Weaknesses for whom?
Or any of them?
Adine, I think, is the strongest threat currently. He has manipulation over reality and flame. The other... No. No weaknesses for the other.
And the doctor? Anyone he cares about? Any potential threats?
The doctor cares for only himself.
Do you know why he would have sent everyone out?
I presume if he cannot compel loyalty, he cannot be 100% sure if people are loyal to him. You're seeing like blood starting to pour down like his mouth now, where he's continuously trying to bite off his tongue.
Morticia will slowly cast healing words so that any injuries that he's giving himself will start healing as they come.
Not gonna lie, that kind of sounds like hell. But yeah, you can definitely do that. Just like whenever he loses a hit point gets back, sort of thing. Perfect. And he's just like, yes, he just trusts himself.
Okay.
Do we have any other questions for him?
Oh. Not that I can think of.
His quarters, is it easy to find once we're in? What's the best route?
If you can get through the gate that is guarded by his army, then it's a straight road to his mansion, his quarters.
Do you know of any potential traps he might have set?
Only having one way in and one way out, and a horde of people between that.
At least it's a trap we can see.
Telepathically again to the party. Any other questions, or is it time to end this?
I'm good, I think.
Do it.
Then, just for my conscience, talking to the prisoner, how many have you killed in his name?
You lose count after countless cities.
She'll swing the Labras.
Okay. Just straight up. One swing decapitates him. Eyes never shuts as the head rolls off. Still like staring at you, gives you the ear that it's still staring, still conscious of everything.
Didn't look at it.
Ash, can you roll me a perception check, please, as that happens?
I certainly can. Terrible 16.
16, no, it's good enough. So obviously you were seeing everyone with this white aura, so to speak, due to the zone of truth. When this decapitation happens, there's almost like an expelling of like this pure, sickly green energy.
Well, he's definitely dead.
Let's just make sure, yeah. I'm gonna cast Firebolt and see if I can try and slowly burn the body.
Okay.
Burn the head too, please.
Yeah, and the head, because it's creepy.
Just to assist, I'll do Sorcerer Burst, but do Acid as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Which gets only a roll to hit it.
Oh, no, I'm going to say in this situation, as it's not moving, I'm going to say you're not going to be, because this is going to be where a natural one probably kills you all before you do anything, right?
Anything.
So I'm going to say
Yeah,
both
it rolls max damage.
Yeah, I'm going to say both of you are able to do this, and before too long, it just becomes like nothing more than like mulch.
If someone wouldn't mind opening the door.
Sure.
And then
Okay,
once
but-
the door's opened, just going to vortex warp the mulch out of the door.
Nice.
Just close it once it's gone.
I would like to think that while this interrogation was happening, doctors in a tutu were passing by.
What was
In his field of, I'd like to think that while the interrogation was happening, doctors in a tutu were passing by, just so that it would scar him more.
Okay. As this interrogation happens, Reese is like, okay, you guys are kind of scary. I do have your stuff. I don't want that happening to me.
What did you pick up?
Glad you asked. She takes out like her backpack and like opens it up. She goes, okay, so I have one of these. And she holds up like this kind of gold necklace. She goes, the guy in the store before he lost his mouth said that it could make you a bit harder to hit. As in like, you know, if you take this, you're how did he explain it? Mechanically, it's an amulet of health.
Okay.
How did he lose his mouth?
I slipped.
Okay. Okay.
And I was
trying
trying
to say it's probably best to wait to ask these questions.
No.
Then she starts going
Curiosity.
like, she's like, basically, I was in his mind. I was like weaving the way to get a good price, and then all of a sudden, he lost the ability to talk.
I mean, that's one way to win a negotiation.
Oh, so these are all free. Perfect.
Who needs to wait for the fifth offer when you can just stop them from talking?
I also got one of these. I don't know exactly what it does. It's basically, apparently, if you're good with magic, you can like sleep with it under your pillow or like have it close in your pocket, and it makes like your spell casting more potent. I don't know, like I don't know. It's very weird. I don't feel my magic getting better, and I've had it in my bag this whole time. That's a +2.
Do you want me to have?
Yeah.
I was supposed to say, do you want me to have a look?
Yeah, why not? Go for it. Yeah, why should I tell you everything?
So, arcane, why not? I'm guessing it's arcane.
Arcana, yeah.
22.
22. So this is a +2 Bloodwell vial.
Oh.
Huh. It's identical to the one I got.
Oh,
It's
well,
not going to work for any of you guys, sadly. I don't know if you can wear two. Okay.
Is there a way to like
Science, I
control
guess.
them?
Possibly, but normally when you open after you've connected with it, normally your blood turns to ash, so it can't be used against you. So possibly.
Okay. Worth finding out.
And then I got this.
Sorry, continue.
Pulls out a scroll. She's just like, yeah. This was. He didn't want to give it to me, but once he lost his mouth, he became easier to barter with. He said it was very strong, and a little child like me shouldn't be using it. I think he was being very rude.
No, I see your boy losing his mouth made him easy to bar with. When you lose all negotiation to speak, you kind of lose all negotiation power then.
Yeah, so you get it.
Sadly, it's terrifying.
It happens.
What is the scroll?
Can we see the scroll? Yeah.
So as you see the scroll, who wants to do an Arcana check to try and work out what it is?
I can do it again if
Yeah.
needed.
Yeah, I don't think
This one's probably going to be terrible. 13 this time?
13. So this is a scroll that holds a 6th level spell inside.
If I cast Comprehend Languages, would it help me read the arcane text? Because it says you can understand all languages you hear and read as long as you're holding the paper.
I would allow it.
I will burn the spell slot then for Comprehend Language, since the language is confusing him. He's like, oh, wow, this is really old. Give me a second.
This is a scroll of chain lightning.
Nice.
Don't make a pun. Don't make a pun. It's a scroll of lightning. I know, shocking. Damn it.
Nice.
I was trying hard, I swear.
Nope, I enjoyed that.
And then this one I'm most excited about. This is the best gift ever. It's amazing. And she pulls out like this ornate masquerade jester mask. It's like reds with blacks, and it's got like ribbons and like little bells on it. And she goes, "This is amazing."
Do you know what it does?
Yeah.
What
It
does
looks
What does
cool.
it do?
Do you want me to find out?
Yeah, I guess.
Quick way or 10 minutes way?
Wait, please. We're gonna go
Okay.
rest either way, so.
Of course. And I'll go ahead and cast Identify using a spell slot.
Cool. So this is a jester's mask. It has 3 abilities. First one, Charismatic Focus. You can use this mask as spellcasting focus. You gain +3 to any spell attack rolls and spell saving throws, as long as the DC is Charisma. Can be attuned by Bard, Sorcerer, or Warlock. Marvelous Escape. When a creature hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to disappear in a puff of smoke and colourful sparkles. You take no damage and instead teleport along with everything you are wearing, carrying to an unoccupied space you can see within 30 foot. Once the reaction is used, can't be reused to the next one. Topsy-turvy. You can roll a 1 on a d20. When you roll a 1 on a d20, you can treat it as you rolled a 20 instead. Once this property is used, you can't use this again until next storm.
Nice. Yeah, I'll relay that and just say, as I think this is more your vibe. This seems too performancey for me. bit too flashy.
Okay, I guess. Is it just because of the magic tricks? Is that making like a dove appear and then vanish? Like, is it because of that? Okay.
Yeah. Plus,
Okay.
it's Jester's mask. Aren't you like some sort of jester?
No, I'm not a jester. I'm a circus performer. There's a difference.
Any picks?
Personally, the health amulet, but I don't mind it.
Wait, so I didn't get any of this?
We
I
asked
was
for
honestly
ourselves.
impressed that you gave up the mask in the first place. It seems very, very you.
It is very me. However, it just when I come in here, I'll be honest, and I saw the very colourful person, I thought he was more fitting for it, so I didn't want to be put in the same barrel as him.
I don't know
No,
if
you
to be
did well.
insulted or okay,
Exactly.
fair, I guess.
An insult is just a compliment with a few more spikes.
And thrown harder, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then, like, if it's, like, really hard, and then, like, next time you know it's going to be hard, and you put, like, a wall around you, it's just going to bounce off the wall, right? So, therefore, an insult helped you progress more than a compliment, right? That's how it works, yeah?
I guess. Could I have the blood well? I want to see something. And he wants to test if we have enough time, if he can have 2 on at once.
I mean, you certainly can. You would try, but they wouldn't stack like that, no.
They don't sound like that. Ah. Wow, this is really useless.
I
Sadly.
think Bloodwell only works for sorcerers.
Yeah, if anyone's got a dip in sorcerer.
I'm so glad you said this. I completely forgot.
I think, wait, you're a part sorcerer.
I fully forgot about that.
Just for
I'll take that one.
I was going to take, he had like this really big sword that apparently is magical, and when you hit someone with it, it chops their heads off. However, someone else,
Vorpal sword.
I guess.
Maybe.
But however...
They're normally swords of legend. I'm not going to get into that. Anyway.
But when I was going to take it, basically I turned my back for a second and then it was gone. So...
I'll tell you what, Reese. If you promise to be on your best behavior for this, I might have a present for you.
Will I get it
that means
now?
Listening when any of us tell you to do something.
Even Morticia.
And to not put any... Even Morticia, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just until the end of this fight. I promise you'll really like it.
If I don't like it, I can show you my new fire spell on Morticia.
You know what? Maybe you don't need that. I might have something for you now if I'm having the weird mask, since everyone seems to insist. So, just to explain it.
I get this one without being good? I can, still be myself?
Yes, I guess, since I'm going to have to get used to the mask anyway. He's going to unattune to the barrier tattoo so it reforms needle in his hand and pass it her. So if you put that next to your skin, it should make a magical barrier around you to make you harder to hit. You can also make the tattoos take whatever shape they want. Yes, one that says Morticia sucks if you really wanted to.
Why are you giving your ideas?
So well already.
I've already kind of nailed down the personality. They really don't like you, and I don't know why.
Xanthi, I know you said we weren't allowed tattoos until we've become a watch commander and blah 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 blah. However, we are going into a very serious battle. Could it be my war paint?
Very well. Just for this. And don't tell the queen that I allowed it.
Oh, I'm going to tell the queen you said it was a good idea.
And
perhaps this can be a bribe for you not to, and she'll hold up one of the fireballs.
It's a stick.
Morticia, would you mind making a long corridor?
Boom.
Oh,
Cast fireball down the end of it.
Oh. Theo, hear me out. If this could be a gauntlet that has like a continuous stream of fire charged by that stick. If you do as Xanthi says. Fine. I promise to be on my best behavior until this fight is finished.
And to listen to all of us?
And to listen to everyone, especially Morticia.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Reese, I'll tell you what. After the battle, if you want to practice your fire magic, by all means, you can practice it on me. Go hard. You don't
Human
hold back.
target? Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I put this on then.
Ashton's just sitting there like, just.
God, it doesn't really go with the outfit. Why did it have to be like reds and fucking blue?
What if we can change it to like fit your aesthetic?
I can paint it.
No, we don't want to ruin it just in case, it somehow fucks with the enchantment.
I mean, would you prefer the something else, like the amulet?
No, this does make sense. It's very
Okay.
performer-esque, and I'm kind of insulted, but at the same time, when you're correct, you're correct.
But yeah, you can tie that on, and then obviously attunement hour downtime and that. But afterwards, that hour, anything you want to attune to, swap out, prepare, short rest, whatever. You have an hour to do that while you're attuning to that. Theo does get started on converting this wand of fireballs into a gauntlet of fireballs.
I do have a question for you all. What potions do you want me to make?
Excuse me, what?
I've told you what this. I can make potions. I just need to know what you guys want, and I can try and make some.
It's only stuff that you know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you know?
I can do bless, I can do haste, I can do a healing sting, I can do revivify if you want.
A healing thing is the professional term.
Do I still need the diamond for Revivify?
Yeah.
Or is that used in the... Okay. Do we have enough of them spare, just in case?
I have 3 diamonds. I can give you 1 if you want.
I think it might be better than me having something, explosive, since I kind of do that already.
I will take one of those haste potions again, if you will.
Okay. Dimitri?
Yeah, let's do haste.
Okay.
It used to serve William well, so I'm sure I can utilize it. Also, he'll take out the dagger. I can't use this anymore because I swapped it out for the amulet. Don't know, Xanthi, if you know anyone who may want it for the battle, or anyone want to use it.
Maybe Reese or Theo?
Okay, I'll go ask them. I'll try to find like either Reese or Theo, or if they're together.
Reese? I have something for you as well.
All the gifts today.
I'm kind of... Okay, sure. And you just see her like playing with this needle in her hand.
You gotta promise me that you will not eat this, and we will give it to the doctor when the time is right.
Okay.
And that she will give him a wild magic cookie.
It smells so good though. Why can't I have one? Ah, because you're working with the doctor. I see. I see how it is,
Of
Morticia.
course.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a traitor.
Yeah.
He has mind control over me.
Yeah. I knew it. Xanthi!
Yes, Reese?
Morticia's working with the doctor. She wants me to give him a cookie.
Of course she is.
Remember what they asked, though. You have to do whatever I want. So you gotta do it.
I live to serve the noble house of Morticia.
Beautiful.
Do you reckon now is it too much to say that I got my fingers crossed? Anyway. Mm-hmm. Can I go to like a room in this place now?
I think Dimitri has something for you as well.
You know what? It's okay. I'll find Theo. You can go to your room.
Thank you.
Your room is down the corridor.
Thank you. And she'll like trudge along. Like it starts like trying to play it cool, like a nice little like walk, and then all of a sudden, as soon as like she thinks she's out of eye shot, she just starts sprinting to the room.
Yeah, I think she had a lot of gifts today. Maybe I'll give Theo a chance.
Yeah, I think she's happy about it.
Yeah. And then I'll go ahead over to Theo. Like,
Yes.
Theo, I have something for you. I don't know if you can utilize it. Maybe attach it to things. I don't know. And I'll hand her the Dagger of Denial. You can use it to like permanently lock things. For example, like a door. They can't open it unless you have the dagger. So
And if I was
do that what you
to,
will.
if I was to cut over an eye, would it like permanently lock the eye?
I don't think it works in that way. I think it still cuts. It will still cut it.
Interesting.
I think it'll be things like chests and rooms and whatnot.
I'm sure I can work something out with this.
Sure. I mean, worst case scenario, if you ever get tired of Reese, you can always lock her in a room. She can't get out.
Now that's genius.
Who are we giving the hex blood to?
Possibly Cassandra, or one of us could take it. Or Srevar, even.
You think your girlfriend is strong enough to do it?
She might take it as a chance to prove herself. It could be worth a shot.
I hope you trust her.
I mean, we have spoken maybe 3 times now, so as much as you can trust someone that you've met that long.
I mean, I would hope you would trust her a little more. You're engaged to her.
If you want help
Technically.
conversing again, just let me know. I'll have to recharge the specific energy I need.
Perhaps when this fight is done, we can think of such things.
I'll know
I
where
think-
he needs me.
I think it might be a good idea to explain to her what it does. So that she knows.
That's true. But you speak her language anyway, right? Perhaps you could do so.
Not really, no. I don't
No,
speak her
okay.
language.
Do we know what her
Then
language
yes,
is?
I suppose we should.
Yeah, do we know
Yeah.
what her language is, or is it something we can learn? That's
I think
quite
it's
lost.
undercommon.
Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, no. definitely not. Give me a second and let me just channel some things around. You're both going to need to speak perfectly fine to each other, aren't you? Right? Okay. And yeah, just manipulating his arcane energy again, and just like, okay, I guess I cast it to you first, and then you go say that I need to give it her again.
Certainly, that seemed to work.
Not an issue. Here you go, and yeah, just kind of patting you on the shoulder and comprehend language.
Greetings again, Cithriel.
Ah, you're back now. You've been gone a long time.
There has been lots of preparations to do. It is time that we brought you up to date, though. It seems that perhaps this is an opportunity for you to prove your strength, as you wished to do. You see this here? It is hag's blood. I don't know if you know what this does.
It's poison.
Indeed, yes. Of sorts. We hope to give it to the doctor, but it will take some strength to make him swallow it. Do you think that perhaps you could be up to the task?
I will rip off his head and pour it down his neck.
That certainly should do the job.
But
I don't know how
I heard
things are going to go. Sorry, go on.
I heard army between you and vengeance.
Perhaps we might have a trick to get through it. We will need to speak with Morticia about that, actually. I'm not entirely certain. But very much potentially if this magic does not work. Similar to how we got here.
I was speaking with even taller one. We were saying...
Srevar.
Tall one, yes. We were saying if we was to split forces and I take your army, we meet them at the gate to cause distraction.
This seems like a conversation that we should have together. Would you mind coming with me and we can converse with everyone?
Okay.
And speaking out loud in common to the rest of the gang. It seems that there is some talk of splitting our forces to have some of them strike at the doctor's people so that they do not turn back and interrupt our fight with the doctor if we can get through to him.
I was thinking of perhaps attempting to cast the portal on the outside of his mansion and keeping some sort of barrier force people there to help us. So in case the other people come in, they are met there.
Oh,
While some others go in.
well, there's only 20 of us, and that's a bit too much of a stretch for forces nonetheless, even if your, sisters and comrades are as renowned as you yourself or the others are. But I think there is some merit to the whole barrier idea. If we teleport to said entrance like what Ish was saying and take everyone with us, The other force can stay there as like a vanguard, making sure no one else comes in. Should be a harder place for them to, I guess, assault, considering it's kind of locked up as it
Keep
is.
them in a chokehold. Yes. Funnel them in. Okay, that could work.
And
They might have numbers on
hopefully,
their side, but your experience should outweigh their numbers.
hopefully we will also have some time to have them prepare. So perhaps traps or something like that.
Theo would be quite adept at that.
Choke.
Slight issue. Can't say for certain, but my brother might be one of the forces protecting the doctor.
Certainly a
Choke.
bridge we'll have to cross.
Perhaps don't kill.
Kill.
Subdue.
It's not his fault. He wants me dead.
Dead.
Okay. This is very off-putting. He thinks that I'm the one that killed our father, so he's been trying to hunt me down. I've been meaning to try and reason with him and explain what the situation, but I was too scared to face him, so I've been on the run. So I think that's why he's joined the doctor, a way to get to me. But he doesn't deserve to die.
Leave them unconscious. Don't kill.
Don't kill him. Pointing at Dimitri.
I understand. We choke, hunt, kill, so they die. Understand.
Cassandra?
I mean, if I'm completely honest, I'm with her. She makes the most sense out of all of you.
It's his family. We don't kill family.
I get that, but you said, well, we heard the god say he don't have mind control anymore, so he's doing this of his own free volition.
Yes, but that's only to get to me.
So we just don't get you involved. I'm joking.
I think his anger and his rage, he will still do it regardless of I'm there or not, and may force his way to find me.
Zanti, if I may, can I speak openly?
Please do.
This is Cassandra, and she steps forward and she's just like, Ashlyn?
Yes.
How many wars you fight?
Not really any.
Okay. You, Dimitri, how many wars you fight?
I mean, I guess 0. I guess on.
You, Morticia, how many wars you fight?
Too many to count.
Somehow I believe that. But me and Xanthi, we've grown up our whole life as a war. Sometimes you have to... Obviously, the main goal is to fight to not have to fight tomorrow, and sometimes you have to make the big choices. How many times, Xanthi, have you had to leave someone behind because you knew they would get back eventually?
More than I would wish to admit.
I feel you people are putting too much emotion in this. I think I doubt she understands everything, but clearly she understands what we should be doing.
Well, at the moment she understands everything. We just don't really understand her.
Huh.
We can have him killed and potentially bring him back if that's what you wish.
But that's too risky. What if he doesn't come back? You say you have to. You left people in hope that they return, but you're speaking of people that's on your side. You just want to straight up murder my brother and hope that he returns? That doesn't make any sense.
I didn't say murder. Murder improvise means in its simplest form that the person that I am going to kill is innocent. If he has joined forces with a crazy person, and we have to presume he's doing so of his own free will, because your headless mulch friend said so, he don't have his mind control powers. How do we know if we win this fight that tomorrow we are not fighting your brother who is a new doctor?
There are so many variables in this that it is impossible to say for sure what the best course of action is with your brother. But I think you have been ignoring, looking to Cassandra, the fact that potentially we have another ally here. If Dimitri can tell him the truth and convince him, potentially he could turn. There is also the fact that we should not split our focus too much. If you are too divided, then they risk to split us and collapse on whatever wing is the weakest. So, yes, we will need some people to hold off the horde, and we will need some perhaps to distract his generals. But our force needs to be focused on the doctor. His brother, maybe we can turn him. Maybe it comes to it that we need to pacify him for a time. But the focus needs to be on our enemy, not on our potential allies.
What do I know? I need some air.
We should probably plan where everybody's gonna go. We shouldn't discuss it mid-battle.
Things change so fast in battle. I do not disagree, though. We should have a plan. Just remember that it always changes on the fly.
We first stay together.
Agreed.
And we need the axe blood, so your lover girl should come with.
That makes sense.
And Reese
I
might be
think
helpful.
my people. Reese could be, but she could also be quite good at holding back, especially with the wand that is now a gauntlet. Might be quite effective at holding a large group at bay.
Do you think I believe was it Theo that can make some sort of holding trap?
If
I don't think that we should count on it, but given the time, certainly there is no one I would trust more.
I think Theo comes forward. She's like, I think I should stay with the contingency plan. I would have more time to activate on the fly to better prepare something if we needed to run or quickly make a modification or something. I think Reese As much as you are right, Santi, I think Reese should go with you. If you give me... If you... Just an observation while I've been sitting here tinkering with a few bits. If you four go with Zithriel and Reese, that would be 6 of you. That should be more than enough. We would stand at the halfway point, as your plan is, and then we can run backwards and forwards. There's also... And then Willow's like, well, I'll be coming as well. I owe them.
It is your decision whether you want to come or not.
It is a decision already made.
Willow, are you able to immobilize someone?
Immobilize someone?
Not kill, just stop moving,
Them to sleep.
sleep,
I
something.
can. You want me to save your brother?
If you could. I know it's asking a lot, but my mind is split at the moment and I can't focus.
I will take him out of the fight.
Thank you.
And the Dean? He was not a bad guy before when we met him.
I think William says otherwise.
William's not here. Worst part is, I think Ash would get on with him. God.
Yeah.
He was terrorized of the Doctor. I cannot imagine that he would associate with him out of his own free will, unless the Doctor had something over him.
Doesn't he have another brother?
He was also supposed to be under the Doctor's control.
I think if we focus all our power on taking the Doctor out, there is a chance that he will fold or flee. So maybe we do not need to worry about him.
And what about his father, the Mercy King? We were supposed to do a job for him. Do you think he'll come?
I think we agreed before that he cannot be trusted.
True, I'm just worried that he'll intervene and get in our way.
I don't think he would stop us trying to kill the Doctor. I think worst case scenario, he would take a Dean.
Okay.
Okay.
Ash, you prefer to fight distance, right?
Yeah, no, I prefer not to be punched in the face point blank, yeah.
I don't know if this is useful to you. I haven't used it, so here, and I'll hand you the potion of flying.
Oh, also the potions that William had. The necrotic, fire,
Yes.
psychic, and something else. Force as well?
Force. The fire was used in the volcano battle, but yes.
Oh, okay.
And I'm assuming that's in the bag of holding, which I still have, and I'll hand them to.
Okay. God, it's like lining up shots anyway. Okay. Right. Well, let's hope for the best, I guess.
I'm assuming we're going to take a rest and then the battle starts tomorrow.
I think
Yes.
that was the plan.
Can I make a request in case I don't make it?
Don't start with that.
I know, but I need to say it just in case. If I don't make it, my brother does. Could you try and prove my innocence to him? It's gonna be really difficult. His mother is the one that killed our father, my stepmother. I watched her. She took over the estate, the fortune. Could you fix it? Allow my brother to go back. Somehow overthrow her. He was the rightful heir, not her. She was manipulative. I was supposed to fix it, but just in case I don't get that chance.
That's a lot to ask. I know these two are your friends, but I'm still just me.
You don't have to. This is just.
But you'll understand if I decline, right?
I do understand. Yes.
Okay.
You can go
Just
back
making
to
sure.
your circus.
I
We
think this
will
is more
make-
of a circus than that ever was anyway.
We will make sure that you can do it.
Thank you.
Indeed, it will be done. But let's not let it come to that.
And please,
one-
let's not say goodbye.
Okay.
No more uses of translation or anything? No, everyone's good? Yeah? Right, I'm gonna go, because I want to get accustomed to, trying to kill someone, because normally I don't do that kind of stuff.
That is a point.
Do you want me to make like the mates so you can target practice and you get used to the feeling of like destroying someone?
No, I should be fine.
Do you want
Okay.
you want to do some sparring? Try and see if you can attune to your Imperium more.
I'm just hoping that when I need it, it's just going to do its thing again, because I don't know what the fuck to do with it.
Maybe it's good to maybe practice before heading into battle.
And this is
Possibly.
technically another dimension, so better to do it here.
Do you mind making some sort of ring or safety room?
Oh, it's back there.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I am going to my experimentation lab thing and just start creating some potions.
Did wonder where that was going to go. But yeah, I would say you guys can get your various bits of training in, your potion making, anything you want to do in preparation before you take a long rest. Is there any conversations you want to have before that happens? I mean, it's not an issue. I just want to call for a break. So, and I think it's a great place to call for a break.
I think so.
Yeah. And then we'll pick up that in a second. Okay. So, battle training happening before a long rest. Ashlyn, Dimitri, you go off, and Ashlyn, you start to practice some more of a darker assortment of spells, ones you wouldn't really use in your day-to-day. Somewhat taking Dimitri by surprise at first, but then Dimitri, being battle-hardened as he is at this point, kind of gets the ebb and flow, and you get some good battles going back and forth. Morticia, you are able to brew them potions you want to do. Xanthi, was there anything you did before resting?
She would kind of do the rounds a bit, I guess, make sure everyone's head is in the right place. And you said that Cassandra went out to get some air, is that right? Should just go check in with her. Is everything okay?
It is fine.
You are by far the most experienced one that will be defending our backs. I presume that you will take command?
Yes, I think I will keep everything in check. And I think the blades will feel more comfortable if I'm at the helm with Theo. I didn't quite hear how everything's breaking down, but who's with who?
You are an incredibly capable scout, scout leader. I'm sure you will have no trouble here. But if it comes to a pinch, you can always give someone this, and we'll hand her the scroll of chain lightning. Perhaps this might come in handy.
Maybe I will give it to Theo. She can maybe put it in one of her traps.
Good idea.
So we have myself, Theo. I believe Willow came out here not too long ago saying she's with us. The Blades and Shraver. And you will
yes, Reese and Cithriel will be with us.
Okay. I'm telling you now, Xanthi, between me and you. On that battlefield, I will make decisions as they happen. If it comes to
This is what we have to do.
If it comes to a decision between letting one of them live or keeping us alive, I will always choose us.
I understand that. And I count on you to do so. Keep our people alive. And keep yourself alive too.
Yeah. Totalis loves me. I'm not going to die.
May he guide your blade tonight and watch over you.
May he do the same to you.
Reap some good harvest for him.
I will get us all back with a good harvest. You just have to do one thing for me. No matter what
Name it.
happens, don't miss.
I'll make it count. We all will.
Good. Look at us standing around talking like these normal people. I think I'm gonna go hit something.
There is always a slight calm before the storm for me. Try to make sure you don't injure yourself before the big fight. Take it a bit easy. But I have faith.
I'll take it easy when I'm dead.
As you wish. Give her a clap on the shoulder and head back in.
Yeah, you can head back in. As you head back in, just doing your rounds again. Reese is kind of like buzzing with energy as you're walking about, and she just like looks at you and goes, "Look, shows you her tattoo that now has fully set in. This tattoo is like her. It's a tattoo of like an angel reaching down. At first, you think it's grabbing the hand of a demon, but it's actually pushing the demon down, and you can see like the tattoo of the demon's face is Morticia, and the angel's face is her face.
Little does she know
You
I'm
know-
part angel.
There are many reasons that our people and people in similar situations to us use war paint. This is a new one.
It gives me strength knowing that I'm on top no matter what happens.
If it brings you some sense of this, then by all means, I hope it helps.
It will. I won't let you down.
Are you feeling okay?
I will not let you down.
Trust in you. And I know that you trust in me, so
Meh.
we will see. Make sure that you make it through this. If it comes to it and looks too choppy, make sure you make it out alive, yes.
I understand what you're trying to say. But if I'm running, I'm taking you with me.
I have no intentions of dying here either. Do not fear. Tobias will see us through.
I think it's the opposite of fear. I feel good, strong. I'm ready. Like I can't explain it to you, but like my magic, ever since it's awoken in me, it's been getting stronger and stronger, and I feel like I'm at that point now where I understand what I need to do.
Forward to seeing what you have learned. Teach the doctor not to mess with the blades.
Oh yeah. And she kind of like, there's that awkward moment of just silence. She just stands there staring, and then she's like, maybe I should go to bed.
Get some rest. We have a big day ahead of us. I don't suppose you've seen Theo?
Oh, yeah, she's finishing off my gauntlet. She says, apparently I can channel my own magic into it, and it will become like a, she said a flamethrower, whatever that means.
That sounds on brand for both of you, to be fair. If it is a bit messy, try not to hit any of our allies with this flamethrower.
What about if our
We
allies...
are trying to focus on the doctor.
Okay. Focus on the doctor. What about if like one of our allies grapples the doctor and was like, hit him! And then I have to shoot them, but then you've told me not to hit the ally, so do I not hit the doctor?
I think that the only one who might be okay, and you might want to check in with him beforehand, might be Dimitri.
Should I set him on fire when he's
But
asleep to
The
test
rest,
it?
I don't think that is the best idea.
I was joking.
You
It
can
was a
ask
joke.
him.
Okay.
You never know with you. Anyway,
Okay. And she goes off skipping now down the hall, finding Dimitri's room. Dimitri, you get like a knock at your room. It's like quite late. It's like probably way into like that 1 o'clock in the morning mark, you know, like pushing and get a knock at the door.
Yes.
Hi. So are you good about being set on fire?
Yes, to some extent. Why?
Oh, no. I just wanted to clear up something because Theo said she can make me like this thing and it's like a flamethrower apparently. And then Xanthi said not to hit anyone with fire. And I said, what about if someone says they can be hit with fire? And then she said you like being set on fire. So I came and asked.
Okay. By all means, you can hit me, but make sure that I'm in my celestial form. You can tell when I'm in my form because I will also be up in flames. That's when you can hit me.
Huh. Interesting. So I can't hit you unless you're in your celestial form.
Yeah, it will hurt a lot less when you do.
Huh. Okay. You're pretty boring. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I can take some now without my form, but I think I need to be full. I'm saying, yeah. Fighting capacity for the battle ahead, so it won't be a good idea.
Okay, fine.
But I promise. Set your form. Don't hold back. You can hit me.
I will make a note of it.
Okay.
Do you like my tattoo?
It's a very cool tattoo.
I know. Anyway, you look like you were sleeping. Was you sleeping?
I
You look
was. I
tired.
got hit a lot today, so I do need some sleep.
Was you in your celestial form when they hit you?
I was not.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
My form only works against fire and radiant, so any other damage will hurt a lot.
Oh, okay. I don't know what any of that means, but good night.
Good night.
She just turns back around. Xanthi, as you're walking back up, she like skips past you, and she's just like, "I didn't set him on fire."
Good job. That must have taken quite some restraint.
He said I could hit him, but then he clarified only when he was in his celestial form. I was very tempted just to slap him because he said to hit him, but then I was like, I better not, because then you'll be angry, and then, yeah.
Very big of you.
I've grown quite a lot. Yeah, so she'll go back to her room. Theo will continue working on the gauntlet as you come to her. You're not sleeping?
I do not find it so easy to sleep when so many of the people that I care for. But I think it is good to make sure that everyone is ready.
We're as ready as we can be. I've made this for Reese. She can channel her own energy into it to keep a consistent stream of fire without straining her resources too much.
It's very impressive. You do good work here. Speaking of, some of the tinkering that you did with Ethon
Yes.
came in quite handy.
I was...
To save me from a falling ship, believe it or not.
Why was you on a fallen ship?
Well, it was more me falling from the flying ship that needed a bit of help.
Okay, now I have more
But that
questions.
probably only begs more questions, yes.
Yeah, why was you falling from a flying ship?
We were in combat, fighting upon a ship while we were trying to travel, and might have got pushed around a little bit.
I think when we get back home, I don't think you should be a watch commander anymore. I think you should be a storyteller of everything you've done since we've gone.
I've been through a thing or two. I am actually looking forward to a little bit more of a quieter life, as much as we can, with the Brink at least. and sorting out everything that's going on at these Galarocks, but one thing at a time.
Yes, that is a problem for another day. Let's get this one out the way first.
Agreed. I don't suppose you would have a chance just to check over Aethon? Make sure everything is well?
I can check.
I don't need any tinkering or anything, just the usual maintenance.
I will look over him. Like yourself, I cannot sleep.
At least get some, if not sleep, rest when you're finished.
Yeah, I'll get some.
Maybe I will come and we can meditate together.
Yeah. That would be good. Yeah, as you leave Theo to tinker, you get around everything. Everyone else is asleep. For too long, you can go back to your meditation with Theo, and you do eventually get some rest. So you all can mark off a long rest.
Sketch.
Yes.
Before Dimitri fell asleep for his long rest,
Yeah.
could he have cast scrying on his brother? Just
Of course you can. Yes.
using his last spell slot.
Amazing. So as you go to cast Scry, your mind is taken over Scargrim proper, as you can just see the whole place as you remember it just being barricaded. Masses of humanity stand outside these main gates. Your brother sleeping at this time in full armor. Nothing too fancy, just enough to protect him. You then also see Adine kind of looking over your brother as this happens. You see like a few like pockets of like resistance, like some scuffles. Just as your brother like stirs and is just like, I have this feeling that we're being watched. And the dean's just like, oh. Was it like, did you feel it from your dreams or your reality? Or do you think someone would be foolish enough to spy on us? Just like turns blank at your scrying orb. No, no one would be foolish enough to scry on us, of course. I'm just telling you. It's what I feel. Oh well. You just better put one foot in front of the other before you know it, you'll run in. And for your sake, you better hope you die on the battlefield. That doesn't help. Well, you're the one that keeps saying, I don't want to do it, but I'm going to have to. So, you know, you can only blame torture so much. You did say yes in the end. I think I preferred it when I was asleep. Oh, sweet dreams. Not like I can't talk to you when you're asleep. Can you just leave me, please? I mean, if I could, I would, but how can I put this? Your collective safety and my safety are kind of intertwined, so we're stuck together. Okay. Well, let's see what tomorrow brings. And he just turns back over, goes to sleep, and you're snapped out of your scry.
That's a lot to process. Glad you're innocent. I'll see you soon. And I'll go to sleep.
Amazing. So now you can all mark off long rest. And as morning comes, maybe to some of you more forcefully, what are you guys doing?
When Morticia wakes up, she will immediately cast Moonlight Sending.
Okay.
And she will attempt to get a devil to come with her. So she gets an horn devil.
Okay.
So she will come out of her room and suddenly there's this creature behind her. Everybody ready to go?
That's cool. When did you learn to do that?
Comes with a job.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. Just one more thing. Dante, can I just speak with you quickly?
Certainly.
I'll put Xanthi aside.
Is everything okay?
Yes. I feel like you might be the better person to potentially convince your sisters and stuff. I was able to scry on my brother last night. It appears he went or undergo a lot of torture, and that's why he is helping the doctor.
I'm sorry to hear this.
But it means
I
he's
know
innocent.
that some of my sisters went through similar. He'll pay for it, and I will do my best to make sure that no further harm comes to him. And I will try to convince the same of them.
But I understand if you won't go peacefully. I hope Willow will be able to stop him. But if in the end he does die, so your sisters don't, then I understand.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. We just need to use everything that we have to take the doctor out as fast as possible. And then hopefully he can be reasoned with. Shown the truth, as you say.
There's another thing. Adine mentioned something about his life is in my brother's hands or something. I don't know whether they're connected in some way, if they're sharing pain. I don't know if Adine dies, he dies, or what, or whether Adine was just tasked of keeping him alive, and if he doesn't, then the doctor will kill him. I don't know. But I thought I'd mention it.
That might complicate things. I suppose that is a problem we will have to deal with when we know more. But something to keep in mind. Thank you for sharing this.
It's all good. I thought it would be best to come from you if you than myself.
I see that. I will go converse with them now.
Thank you.
A clap on the shoulder, bit of a squeeze, and then head over to probably Cassandra mainly, but any of the blades that she can see.
Yeah, Cassandra's there. She's kind of like psyching up the blades before battle. Just getting them ready. She's just like, yes, Santhi.
A little more news. We were able to scry on Dimitri's brother. He has been through quite some torture. His thoughts are his own, but he will probably be forced to fight us, so not much has changed, but do everything you can to avoid harming him. Short of costing us our own lives, at least.
I said the same thing to you last night. If I have to make a decision between us and him, I choose us all the time.
Sometimes being in these positions of leadership means making the hard decisions, and I respect that. Just do what you can. He is, as Dmitri says, innocent in this.
I believe our definition of innocent is very different. But I will do what I can.
That is all I ask. And back to the rest.
Yep.
Giving Dmitri a nod when she's back.
Nod back.
Yep. You all prepared, ready. Everyone knows what they're doing. And what do you want to do?
When should we take the potions? When we get there and then rush in, or take it now?
How long do the potions last?
They last for an hour,
I say take them now.
so we could take them in advance.
Yeah. Okay. And in the meanwhile, I will also start working on the portal.
Okay.
The portal takes an hour, though, doesn't it?
I do think it takes an hour.
Okay.
So you might want to take them after the portal.
After.
Just making sure.
And I think Xanthi still has some of the rock stew that can't remember the name that our giant friend made for us that had cold resist.
Okay, yeah.
Just for the off chance that it comes up.
You know
maybe.
what? Our breakfast meal could be the stew.
Yeah.
All the resistance.
Yeah, that'll be cold, force, necrotic, and psychic. Because I think they said you can only stack 3 of them without overloading yourself.
Does anyone want a love potion?
Did you just say love potion?
Yes, I have one.
How is that going to help us?
Maybe we can make the doctor fall in love with us.
I was gonna say, can we make him nice?
Mish.
Okay.
That reminds me of the Rudolph movie. With anyway.
So I just
So, yeah.
realised I don't need this necrotic one. Does anybody else want to give it to one of their subordinates?
Maybe give it to
you-
Reese.
Yeah.
There you go. Enjoy.
I should ask what it is, but you know.
Just for context, that would have been just as the portal finished, because
Yeah.
you know, I think I've had enough time around them over the past 12 hours to know that they are very,
Yeah.
gung ho. I guess I also will drink the potion of flying I was given. So, fucking Christ.
Oh, you're gonna have some proper gastric problems the next day.
Tomorrow's going to be an absolute day if I survive.
Oh, good job you're going to see a doctor.
Ha 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 ha.
Mortish, I assume the potion of haste we have to drink during battle doesn't last as long as the other potions.
It's only a minute.
Yes, up to a minute.
I can cast it normally.
Ah, perfect. Great.
After the minute, you will get technically stunned for a minute because you get really lethargic and tired because you just push your body. Just so you know, keep that in mind.
So we've got a minute to kill the doctor.
Yes. We attack all at once.
Oh, I need a diamond off you.
I already gave you one.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
I gave you with a potion. Let's do things.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The potion's got like a little diamond cork.
The diamond's in the potion.
Just make sure they don't swallow it.
I know.
Just smash it over the red.
Let it seep into the skin some way.
Are you ready?
Yeah, it's been a very interesting 3 days with you guys, right? Just making sure.
We know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I guess to hopefully victory, and we'll just like raise the bowl that he was eating the stew out of.
To the end of the doctor.
To friendship.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
To new
To
friendship.
vengeance and the deadly mimics.
For William.
For William.
For your comrade.
And I'll teleport us to as close to the inside the gates, hopefully.
Okay, got you.
Like right at the entrance of the mansion within that space.
Yeah. So how it works is there's the gates, and literally, I would say probably the gates are 120 foot roughly from the mansion. And as you arrive at the gates, you see this figure standing at that space was described to you, that rock kind of platform, in this stone throne. This figure wearing all blacks and reds, hood up, metal arm, metal foot, kind of stands up out of his throne as he sees this small army deploy at the end of his gates. Just stands there, waiting.
We attack, I guess.
As you begin your approach, I'm going to get those of you who are going to fight the Doctor to roll initiative.
Would Xanthi have been able to hop on Aethon after getting through the portal?
Sure.
Cool.
Is this really happening?
Yeah, that's about as I would expect, honestly, for the final fight.
Same. So it's 14 for both Morticia and the Orn Devil.
14. For you, Ash.
6.
6. Dimitri.
Natural 20.
Well.
Nice.
Xanthi.
11.
11. Reese. 12. And 4.
And I don't know if it will matter, but can Xanthi also pull out the horn that Gorma, was it,
Okay,
gave
Gorma,
to
yeah.
us?
Yeah.
And give that a blow?
Okay.
I don't know who will come from that, so I thought might as well just say that in advance.
Perfect. Can you roll me a d6, please?
Can indeed. That's a 6.
6. Amazing. So this tiny, like, little speck of magic kind of appears next to you, Xanthi, and slowly starts to open. And in 6 of your turns, something will appear.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's fucked up.
6. Okay.
Doctor got a 24.
Of course he did.
He rolled pretty badly, to be fair. Not really. He rolled quite good for initiative. Yeah, and as you approach, the doctor just stands up closer. And he's just like, oh, this is how we've reduced ourselves to, is it? Lying and breaking and entering. I would like to say I was hurt by this, but I've grown to expect it from the likes of you people. If you don't mind, I would rather deal with you personally. And you just see his shadow behind him kind of splits in two. And 2 spectral green versions of him appear. And it is on Roll20. If you can all see. Can you all see that?
Yes.
Perfect. And yeah, that will end his turn. He's just going to stand there, these 2 spectral green things. So Dimitri, you're kicking us off, good sir.
Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go. Bonus action. We'll go Celestial form.
Yep.
And just like, all right, Pablo, let's do this thing. And then for my main action, before everyone rushes in, right in the center, he's gonna throw a fireball.
Okay. Dex saves, I believe.
Yes. And you know what? I'm gonna make it a big impact. I'm going to consume a blue crystal and make the DC +2 to the DC.
Okay. Blue crystal consumed. Perfect. And as you hold this crystal in your hand, you see like this, it disappear and this blue energy shifts from your hand as you hold this fireball. They rolled, well, the main doctor rolled a 22. His 2 echoes rolled 20.
Okay, they all save. But they will take half of. To roll. 30, so
30.
15.
Okay, perfect. See the doctor just like slightly wince at this. The echo seems to stand strong through this.
And just, yeah.
Any movement from yourself?
I'm gonna move. Are these cages? That's on the map?
There's some cages there. Yeah.
Are there things in the cages?
There's nothing in the cages at the moment. No.
I like the way you said for the moment.
I'm just being transparent at the moment.
I know. I think Dimitri's going to try and cover as best he can, and then just rush over to this cage here and just kind of use it as somewhat of a shield. But that'll be his go.
Perfect. At the end of your turn, Doctor's going to use legendary action, so one of his echoes is going to appear next to you.
Them.
That will bring us to Cythriel. So with this map, give or take 10 foot roughly for movement and stuff like that. Spell range, I'm going to say, is pretty spot on, give or take 5 foot, but movement, give or take 10 foot. But Cythriel, she's got 45. Yeah. She's just going to straight up dash up to him and bonus And then she's going to that thing fighters do. Action surge, that's the word. And take 2 attacks on him. 1 misses. Second one does hit though. For 16 points of slashing damage. I should have raged first. My bad. Action. Oh. Anyway, then bonus action is going to rage. That then brings us up to Morticia, because I'll let Morticia go first, then the Horn Devil. So Morticia, you're up.
Okay, so bonus action, Morticia will go into a demonic form.
Mm-hmm.
And then main action, we will attempt to cast a Dispel Magic on the guy on the left to
This
see
one?
if he goes away. Yes.
Okay. What level are you
Yes.
casting spell magic?
What? Yeah, good question. Let me see. Let's just go to level.
Okay. As you reach out with the spell magic, this doesn't seem to be a magical effect as much as it's an innate effect of him.
Good to know. Yeah, and yeah, that's it.
I will
for
give you one more bit actually. Similar to how your Imperiums weren't affected by the Beholder's stuff, you're guessing something like that's happening here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's it for her turn.
Okay,
And then
this thing here is your Horn Devil.
yeah. And then the Horn Devil will move up here and hopefully flank. And he will attempt to Searing Fork the Doctor.
Okay.
So he has 3 attacks. So that is a 25, a natural 20, and a natural 1.
So all hit.
Natural 1 hits.
No, sorry, not that. I thought that was. Oh, sorry, I thought that was obvious. But yeah, no, that one doesn't hit, but the other 2, yeah.
So let me just check to these states. 48. So for the standard, 24, and for the crit, it's 51 plus 5, so 56.
Okay.
I don't know if you won't need the. It's fire and piercing. I don't know if you.
No, it's okay.
Makes a difference. Okay. And yeah, that's it for him.
Perfect. At the end of the Horned Devil's turn, actually. This one is going to... He's going to use Legendary Action to bring that one straight to you, Morticia. And then it brings us to Reese's turn. Reese is going to actually come to this one here. Not quite so close. And is going to cast Burning Hands on it. Okay. Interesting. Does take effect, but doesn't have like the desired effect the Burning Hands does, as she just lets out like this torrent of flame from her hands. Actually on that spell. Can I get Xanthi to roll me just a d20 just on the fact that Reset cast a leveled spell?
Sure. That is a nat 20.
Okay, good to know. Perfect. That then brings us to Xanthi.
Just remembered she's on Earthon, so I'll just double check the speed. I think it's 60, right?
I think so.
70.
Oh.
Okay. I think I had a upgrade. So we'll charge forth up the stairs on Aethon. I think she can get to about there.
Perfect.
And turn around to face him. And bonus action, enter Fury.
Okay.
And take a couple of slashes down with Battleborn.
Okay.
And I presume he is smaller than large?
Yeah. He's technically, for all intensive purposes, medium.
Nice. So 28 to hit.
28 will hit.
Plus 18 slashing and 4 lightning.
Okay.
And then the second attack, 30 to hit.
Mhm.
For 14 slashing and another 4 lightning.
Okay.
It's time you paid for what you did to my sisters. And that'll be her turn.
Perfect. At the end of yours, he's going to use another legendary action to allow himself and the others to make a scythe attack. So I'll start with you first, Dimitri. So that will be a 30 to hit. Yeah, 30.
Yeah, hits. That's high, yeah.
Morticia, that will be 26 to hit.
Yes.
And this one's going to come at your Horn Devil, I think. And that will be another 30 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
Cool. So I'll roll damage for Dimitri first. So you take 15 slashing and 13 necrotic.
15 slashing, and then the 13 is half.
You can
right?
half that, yeah. So 6.
6? Yeah, cool.
And then Morticia, you will take 11 slashing and 28 necrotic. And then your Horn Devil will take... Oh, I nearly rolled max. At least it's on the Horn Devil. 20 slashing and 29 points of necrotic.
Yeah.
That brings us to Ashlyn.
Bonus action to activate innate sorcery.
Yep.
Made it very clear that our target should be the main threat. So, 5th level Scorching Ray, but twin spell to make it 6th level.
Okay.
At the Doctor.
Okay.
And then all these are at advantage, which makes that, I think, 6 rays. 1 second. Spells. 7 rays. Okay.
Cool.
So, first one. No, that one. Yep. 34.
Will hit.
Second. 28.
Will hit.
Third. Natural 20. So that will. Fourth. There's another natural 20.
Okay.
Fifth
Okay.
is 28. Sixth. 24.
24 misses.
Okay, and then last one. 22, which also misses then. Oh, okay. So first one will be 7 fire.
Yep.
Second will be 10 fire.
Mm-hmm.
Third will be 11 fire, and then the 2 crits. I failed that roll. There we go. 14 and 12.
14 and 12, yeah?
Yep.
Perfect.
And besides movement, I think that's everything.
Cool.
If it would let me move him. There we go.
Okie dokie. That will actually another legendary action will do another roll of the scythes. So Mantiago at you.
Yeah.
Will be 15 to hit.
That will miss.
Yeah, I rolled quite well for that. Morticia, 20 to hit.
Shield.
Cute. And then this one's actually going to come at Cythria. And that will be 21 to hit, so that will hit. So, Dimitri damage and... No, just
No,
Cythria
they
damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so... 12 slashing and 26 necrotic. Perfect. That brings us to the doctor's turn. I'm going to...
Real quick sketch. I
Yes.
forgot. Xanthi has 3 attacks now.
Okay.
If
yeah.
it's too late, you
No,
can
no, no.
absolutely.
I'll allow you.
And I did roll and I got nat 20.
Okay.
Whether you want to count that?
Yeah,
or,
yeah, sure.
Okay. Appreciate that. So that's very good damage too. 27 slashing.
Okay.
And 3 lightning.
Cool. Yeah, on the doctor's turn, he's just like, you say I'm going to pay, but I'm wondering when that will start. And Shadow's just going to come from around him. And he's going to, not that person. This person is going to teleport over this way. Oh, you must be the new shield of the group, I take it. Anyway, this is nothing personal. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Is this a harmful spell?
Just a little bit.
Okay. I will use Magic Mirror, and if it's above 5th level, I have to roll for it.
It is about 5th level.
Awesome. So its DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's the 7th level.
I don't think that helps.
DC, so you should have rolled above 17.
Yeah, modifier is +5. I don't know if innate sorcery works on this. Do I roll the thing at advantage? Because innate sorcery lets me roll at advantage with sorcery spells.
But this isn't the actual spell. This is a byproduct of the spell, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage anyway. I'll give you it. It's fine.
Okay.
But technically speaking, it should be for like the attack rolls or anything like that.
Well, that would be a 17 plus 5, 22.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to try and reflect this, if I'm correct. Magic Mirror.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah, he'll take some damage. Why not? Okay. 100. Sweet. It's a bonus action. That's his action, but then his echoes all get 2 attacks for action, so that's going to be... Yeah, I'm going to... Yeah, 2 attacks on Morticia, and I think I'll take 2 attacks for Reese. So Morticia first. First one will miss. That's a 16.
Yeah.
Second one also misses. First one on Reese will be a 23. Will hit. Second one on Reese is a 29. Both hit. 4, 9, and then 10, 16. 2, 7. Oh shit, I forgot to add 5 there. And then 12 points. Okay, cool. So 30, 54. Okay. 54 points damage to Reese. Reese is looking very hurt. Bonus action to cast spell. Yeah, I'll do that later. That brings us to Dimitri.
Okay. Yeah. For my action, I'm going to cast Fire Shield.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's often and it will manifest like a shield made of flames.
Okay.
And then yeah, bonus action. We'll try and throw flame. I'll say throw. He's right there. I'll just stab him with the flame blade.
Okay.
He'll be 17 to hit.
17 will miss the echo. Just.
Yeah, that's hot. Yeah, he'll say that because reasons to cut.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Dimitri, he is going to. Yeah, maybe he's going to do that actually. He's just going to send 2 wells of scythes out from his 2 echoes. So one coming at Reese, which will hit with a 20, and then one coming at you, Morticia, which is a 28 to hit. Damage for you, Morticia. 10, 15 slashing, and 20 points necrotic. For Reese, that will be 11 slashing and 11 points in necrotic, so 22. She's still just up. Looking very, very hurt though. That brings us to Cithriel. Curse of the Barbarian, I think. She's just going to attempt to run all the way back to him as an action. Just to give him something to focus on. Okay. Yeah. Can she do anything bonus action? No, she's raging already. Action to dash. Normal movement to run. Yeah. Morticia, that's you.
Okay, so bonus action, Morticia will healing word race, and she will actually use a green crystal for this.
I don't think so, actually.
What do you mean?
I'm going to use a dreadful counter spell.
Come again? Dreadful?
If Xanthi sees him going to cast a spell, could she try and use encounter spell? If this is a spell?
Okay. How would you like to do this?
So depends on the level that it is. If it's third or less, it fails. But if it's more, they need to make a strength save. As basically, seeing him casting a spell, she'll quickly whip out the bow on her back, take a shot at him as he's trying to cast it. And can he make a strength
He can indeed.
save?
DC. That's at 18.
That fails. So
okay,
we'll take weapon attack damage.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, wrong one. It's -2 to this. 15.
For damage.
Yep. And the spell will fail. If
Sweet.
it is a spell,
Yeah,
at
yeah.
least.
So, you will get your spell off.
So
Okay.
29 points of healing with the crystal.
Okay, perfect.
And then I will do 2 arcane blasts against the doctor,
Cool.
which I assume a 17 is not going to hit, but a
No.
31 will.
31 will.
Okay, so that is... Wait. Shit damage, that's 11 points of force damage.
Cool.
And then my Orn Devil, thankfully has a range attack, so we will use 3 Earl Flames.
Okay.
So another natural 20, 24 and 14.
So only the natural 20 hits.
Okay.
All the natural 20s.
28 plus. So that will be 50 points of damage.
Perfect.
And you will move a little bit.
Cool.
There.
At the end of your and the Horn Devil's turn, he is going to... Yeah, why not? He's going to spend 2 legendary actions and just point at Reese and cast Finger of Death.
No!
Reese has to make a save. It's good, I think. Might be enough to save. I just closed down her stat block accidentally.
It's too soon.
No, so yeah, so she's going to take half damage. Sweet. $67 points of Reese goes down.
I just healed her.
That was half as well? Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, Finger of Death.
Yeah. So 60. Someone was full. Halved was like she only had 2 hit points left, and you healed her by 29. So still took her out. by like 2 hit points. However, that brings us to Reese's turn, and the amazing thing about Finger of Death, they start their turn as a zombie. So now Reese is going to get back up, like limbs crack back up, and just like lunge towards.
Wait, what damage time is Finger of Death? Because she had a necrotic potion.
Did she have a necrotic potion?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I didn't need it, so I gave it Reese.
That's true. Yeah.
True.
Was it?
All right, so she's still.
She
I
lived.
believe it was.
Okay, she's still up.
It was
fine.
Reese.
Oh,
well
I didn't
remembered.
need it 'cause I already have necrotic, yeah.
Yeah.
Then in that case, Reese will.
Oh yes. Okay.
I made the whole comedic thing of she would have drunk it instantly when I gave it her, so that's why I waited.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Reese is just gonna hurl a fireball to the doctor
Insult?
after the Finger of Death. So I need 2 dex saves. Okay.
Reese need to leave. He has a vendetta against you.
So 5. Cool. Perfect. Doctor takes that. And then I think bonus action, she kind of nods at Xanthi and she's going to Misty Step away. Yeah. Around there somewhere. That brings us to Xanthi.
Turning around, kind of taking the battlefield a little, will telepathically say to Reese, make sure you stay safe, okay? Do not die here. And Aethon will leap down the stairs and make their way over to the doctor again.
Mm-hmm.
And will drink the potion of haste.
Okay.
And start taking some slashes. 27 on the first one.
Yeah, 27 will hit.
30 on the second one. 24 on the third one.
Misses.
And with the hasted one, 26.
That will hit.
So 3 of them hit. The first one, can we make this a armor? Yeah, could the first one be an armor shredding attack, actually?
Perfect.
I don't know if that would change the outcome of any of the others. Will reduce his AC by 4.
Yeah, so then all of them will hit.
Okay. And Strike of the Giant, so strength save,
Perfect.
if you wouldn't mind.
That'll be a 15.
That'll fail too, so he will fall prone.
Then I will Legendary Resistance.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Okay. That's fine. That's one gone.
That's good. Yeah. So it was 4 that hit, right?
Yep.
$14 slashing to thunder on the first one. 11 slashing 1 thunder. Lightning rather.
Yep.
18 slashing 1 lightning.
Cool.
And the last one, 14 slashing 3 lightning.
Perfect.
Your turn.
Cool. At the end of your turn, Xanthi, he's going to use the last 3 of his legendary actions to summon an additional echo. And that brings us to Ashlyn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what the do? What would it be to talk to the bracelets?
Action.
Okay. I could do that. So action, I'm just going to plead with him. Like, I don't know how to actually use you. Could you help, please, with doing the whole thing to save your siblings? And then bonus action, I will just use like sorcery burst by using quicken spell.
Yep.
Let me remove the sorcery points and then burst, which is at advantage because it's a sorcery spell. 30 to hit,
Will hit.
and then let's have some fun. Let's try and figure out what he might be either resistant or immune to. So 17 acid with this one.
Okay. Again, like these are hitting, but it's like most of the other things, they're not seem to be doing an awful lot. Like they are working and he is taking damage, but
And then with my 30 foot of movement, I'm just going to use 30 foot straight up because fly potion.
Okay.
Yeah, that will be me for this turn.
Cool. So that brings us to the doctor. Oh, you all are insufferable. Let me just check something. So 30 foot that way, 30 foot that way. So yeah, you're still in range. He's going to spend all 15 charges of his scythe. To cast Psychic Scream.
How about no?
I need everyone to make an intelligence
Santi.
saving throw.
Has a reaction back, right? Can she try and counterspell this one as well?
You can try.
So strength save. Presuming it's above level 3.
It is.
Sounds it.
So that would be a 19.
19 does fail as well. DC
Then I'm
is
going to
20.
resist it.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair. That's fair.
The only one that doesn't have to make an intelligence saving throw actually is Dimitri. He is far enough away.
Okay.
15.
15, fail.
You guys resistant to psychic though.
And actually, Ashley and I'll say, because you're flying, I'll say you're far enough away as well.
I was about to ask if the mask would consider this as an attack because I was going to use the reaction of the mask.
I mean, technically it is an attack because it takes the attack action. So yeah, it would be if you wanted to do that.
Do you want to do that because that's a bit more fair ground?
All right.
Yep, I'll use the Marvelous Escape to teleport another 30 feet into the air.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Perfect.
60 feet above the battlefield at the moment.
Good to know. So, 15 for Morticia. What about your Horn Devil?
Eight.
Yeah, okay. Xanthi.
10.
Okay, fail. I mean, Cithriel's got a chance in hell, right? So she has a -2 to her intelligence, and she rolled on that one.
Rubbing salt into the wound. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Reese is far enough away as well because she's near Dimitri. So it's just Xanthi, Morticia, Cithriel, Horn Devil. In the end.
Just.
16. 30. So that will be 61 points of psychic damage. And anyone that failed is stunned. And they can make an intelligence saving throw at the end of each of their turns to break the stun effect. And as
Who's
so the Horn Devil, Morticia, and Xanthe stunned, and
Oh
Cithriel.
boy. Oh, okay. So all of them.
Yeah.
I will mark them, but as you just see your friends lock in place as it falls to your turn, Dimitri, I think that's a great place to stop.
Yeah, fair.
Oh.
Yeah, and we'll pick that up next time.